In this photo compilation, I've gathered 200 collectible archival photos. Enjoy your viewing. This 1986 aerial photo of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant shows the devastation from the explosion and fire of reactor number 4 on April 26, 1986. This photo, taken during a journalist's visit to the plant on October 13, 1991, shows part of the collapsed roof of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant destroyed by fire. An aerial view of Chernobyl in PP, after the largest nuclear disaster in human history. The photo was taken 3 days after the explosion at the nuclear power plant in 1986. In front of the smokestack is the destroyed 4th reactor. Photo from the February issue of Sovetskaya Gizin magazine, the main hall of Unit 1 of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant on April 29, 1986 in Chernobyl, Ukraine. The Soviet Union acknowledged that there had been an accident at the power plant, but did not provide further information. A Swedish farmer harvests straw contaminated with radiation through fallout months after the June 1986 Chernobyl nuclear power plant explosion. Chairman of the Presidium of the Supreme Council of the USSR Mikhail Gorbachev in the center and his spouse Raisa Gorbachev during the conversation with the leader of the AEC the 23rd of February 1989. It was the Soviet leader's first visit to the plant after the April 1986 accident. Environmental activists mark railway cars containing radiation, contaminated whey powder. Photo taken in Bremen, northern Germany on February 6, 1987. The whey, which was brought to Bremen for onward transportation to Egypt, was produced after the Chernobyl nuclear power plant accident and was contaminated by radioactive fallout. Archive photo from April 14, 1998. Workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant passed by the control panel of the destroyed Unit 4 of the plant. On April 26, 2006, Ukraine celebrated the 20th anniversary of the Chernobyl accident, which affected the lives of millions of people, required astronomical expenditures from international funds, and became an ominous symbol of the danger of nuclear energy. Workers who took part in the construction of the cement sarcophagus covering the Chernobyl reactor in a commemorative 1986 photo near the unfinished construction site. According to the Chernobyl Union of Ukraine, thousands of people who took part in the cleanup of the Chernobyl disaster died from the effects of radiation contamination they suffered while working. A Ferris wheel and carousel in the deserted amusement park of the ghost town of Pripyat next door to the Chernobyl nuclear power plant on May 26, 2003. Pripyat's population of 45,000 in 1986 was completely evacuated within the first 3 days after the explosion of Reactor 4. The explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear plant occurred at 1:23 a.m. on April 26, 1986. The resulting radioactive cloud caused damage to much of Europe. A nuclear reactor operator on duty records control readings at the site of the only operating reactor No. 3. Tuesday, June 20, 2000, Andrei Schaumann angrily poked toward a switch hidden under a sealed metal cover on the control panel of the reactor at Chernobyl, a nuclear power plant whose name has become synonymous with nuclear disaster. This is the switch that can be used to shut down the reactor. For $2,000, I'll let anyone push this button when the time comes. Showman, the acting chief engineer, said at the time. When that time came on December 15, 2000, environmental activists, governments, and ordinary people around the world breathed a sigh of relief. For the 5,800 Chernobyl workers, however, it was a day of mourning. An employee of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant measures radiation levels with a stationary radiation monitoring system at the exit of the power plant building after a working day on April 12, 2006. A construction crew wearing masks and special protective suits April 12, 2006 during work to reinforce the sarcophagus covering the destroyed fourth reactor of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. What is left of the skull gem in the abandoned city of Pripyat? January 25, 2006. In this January 25, 2006 photo, an abandoned classroom in a school in the devastated town of Pripyat near Chernobyl, Ukraine. Pripyat and the surrounding areas will not be safe for human habitation for several more centuries. Scientists estimate that it will take about 900 years for the most dangerous radioactive elements to completely decompose. In this May 26, 2003 photo, an abandoned amusement park in the town of Pripyat, which is near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. In 1986, there was an explosion at Chernobyl's reactor No. 4, and several hundred workers and firefighters tried to put out the fire that burned for 10 days. A cloud of radiation enveloped the world, then about 50 employees of the plant died and hundreds of rescuers were injured. It is still difficult to determine the scale of the catastrophe and its impact on people's health. Only from 400 to 200,000 people died of cancer, developed as a result of radiation dose. Pripyat and surrounding areas will be unsafe for human habitation for several more centuries.